Hello everyone, Ron and David here, coming to you from our website, astrologynewsreport.com.
Now we look at the upcoming planetary patterns and predictions. What's in store in the heavens for November 24th to December 1st and beyond. On Monday, November 25th, Mercury and Saturn are exactly conjunct at 22 degrees Libra. The planet of communications, learning, rational decisions, and the media is exactly conjunct Saturn, the reality check planet, planet of responsibilities and obligations. The result is tough decisions. Libra is the 11th house of the USA chart, representing Congress. We already saw a tough decision get made last week when the Democrats forced the nuclear option on the Republicans. Will the U.S. Congress make responsible decisions this week? We shall see.
On Tuesday, November 26th, Mars enters Virgo. Usually Mars transits through a sign in 6 or 7 weeks, but this time Mars will be in this sector of the zodiac for 8.5 months until mid-July 2014. This is because Mars goes through a retrograde period starting on March 1st. So here's the timeline. Mars enters Virgo on November 26th. Mars starts to slow down as it prepares to go retrograde. Mars will exit the other side of Virgo on February 4th, but only get a few degrees into Libra before it goes retrograde on March 1st. Mars then backs back into Virgo March 24th. On May 20th, Mars ends its retrograde period in the middle of Virgo and returns to normal forward motion. Mars finally exits Virgo on July 13th, 2014. Mars is the energy planet, the do-it planet. Virgo is an earth sign that likes to see tangible results. The combination of Mars in Virgo is good for getting things done. The downside comes when the results-oriented Mars runs into problems or gets challenged. Then the energy turns negative and we get the negative side of Virgo. So watch out for hypercritical venting of that frustration factor.
One of the big challenges will be Uranus, which is hanging out across the zodiac from Virgo in Pisces. Mars-Uranus interactions are usually bad. It's the planet of aggression and violence exchanging energy with the planet of sudden unexpected events and the erratic as well. The exact conjunction comes right around Christmas on December 24th. Not your normal Christmas. Checking into recent history for examples, the last time Mars was opposite Uranus, while Uranus was in Pisces, was July 2012. India had a power failure that wiped out electricity for half the country. And the time before that was July 2010, when record torrential rainfall over much of Pakistan caused flooding, which submerged 20% of that country.
Yeah. Okay. In the USA chart, Mars in Virgo puts it in the 10th house, which is, in the chart of a country, the house of the leader and the ruling clique. In this case, Obama and the Democrats. Mars as the action planet in the house of the ruler will certainly give us action. This is also where the USA has its natal Saturn, the planet of established order, stability, security, and so on. Mars is inimical to Saturn, so this is going to be an uncomfortable situation for the USA, indicating something destabilizing happens.
Now add the Uranus factor, and you have what sounds like a pretty crazy scenario developing, and it lasts for 8 months, and we will have plenty to talk about.
Indeed.
On Wednesday, November 27th, Venus will be exactly opposite Jupiter. Venus will be at 25 degrees Sagittarius. Jupiter is retrograde at 25 degrees Gemini. Venus and Jupiter are the two main benefics in Vedic astrology, but their interaction isn't necessarily smooth. The usual interpretation is too much of a good thing. Another one is it looks too good to be true. That is to say, this combination leads to false impressions. So careful about being misled or even lying to yourself.
Yeah. All right, partly the problem comes from Venus being in Sagittarius. Venus is the planet of compromise and agreement. Sagittarius is a self-centered fire sign, independent and willful, and not inclined to compromise. For instance, over the past week, there have been negotiations in Afghanistan over U.S. forces staying past 2014, and then negotiations in Geneva over Iran's nuclear program. And then there was a UN-sponsored international climate change powwow in Warsaw, Poland. And in all cases, Jupiter, the planet of hope, raised expectations of Venus, giving compromise and agreement. But by the end of the week, negotiators could claim, at best, only limited progress.
Saturday, November 30th, Mercury enters Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign of investigation. Mercury is the planet of information and the media. Scorpio is also the 12th house of the USA, the house of hidden actions, spies, and espionage. Likely there will be news from this quarter.
Maybe the NSA raises its head again.
Yes.
All right, and for the next 3 weeks until December 20th, Mercury and Mars are in each other's signs, forming what is called in Vedic astrology a Parivatna Yoga. This reinforces the relationship between Mars and Mercury. Virgo likes details. Scorpio likes to dig deep. So we can expect some revelations, exposés, even scandals.
That's going to be really, really interesting.
Okay.
And we shall see how that all works out. But now it's time to move on to segment 3 of our show.
Okay.